Love, 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 love page. It's a good way to clear the air. Good way to bring in good vibes. Sage your aura, sage social media, YouTube world. Good vibes, good vibes, good vibes. Little shell. And we'll just set it aside for now. My coffee. I know it's not Christmas time yet, but this is my favorite coffee mug because it's a big one. It's the only big one I have. And let's get started. Hello, 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 hello everyone, and welcome back. For those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Gabbie, and I'm an empath. I'm a witch, a starseed, I'm a light worker, a light being, I'm a student, I'm a teacher, I'm a mother, I'm a daughter, I'm a wife. Whoa, you guys. You guys, that was crazy. That was crazy, you guys. This candle was in this candle holder, and it just went. That was crazy. Well, we have visitors. Maybe they'll show up in my video. I'm home all alone. I only welcome beings of love and light, so I'm not scared. But where did I leave off? Yeah, so apparently I'm also, I attract beings from other dimensions. My categories, did you hear? Anyways, no matter how I identify myself as, I'm just a frequency named Gabbie in this human 3D meat sack. I'm just another soul that heard the call, that volunteered to come here to Earth to find my soul group, my soul family, and help guide my soul group, my soul family to wake up and remember and help guide them through this ascension that we're all going through and to get through these energy shifts, this awakening. I'm also here to download you and everybody that I come into contact with my light codes. I don't just exist. I'm here for a purpose. We're all here for a purpose. Every single one of us is here for a purpose. And my purpose is life. Another lifetime to learn, to grow, teach, and to heal. Look who came to be a part of the video. I was ignoring her, so she jumped up at my table. Yeah, so I came here to learn, grow, teach, and heal. So welcome to my channel and many blessings to all the eyes that are watching. Today I would like to talk to you guys about how to raise your frequency and increase your vibration. Consciousness and frequency, they go hand in hand with each other. Now, consciousness is the state of being awake and aware of your surroundings. Frequency is the rate at which vibration occurs that constitutes a wave. It could be in a material matter as in sound waves, or in electromagnetic field as in radio waves and light waves. We beings all have an energy field around us, and this energetic field is called the aura. And the aura connects us all to each other, to all living beings, to everything, the plant life, trees, the earth, each other, animals, and it connects us to the universe. Our energy is our life. It is also a magnet. It attracts experiences in the world to match our energetic field. When you're in a low frequency, you're in a decreased state of consciousness and your perception is limited. Perception is the ability to see, hear, or become aware of something through the senses. Now, when you're in a high frequency, you're in an increased state of consciousness and your perception is heightened. The lower your vibrational frequency is, the less you're able to comprehend because your ego is restricting the flow of life force and source energy. It's also restricting the flow of intuition and love through your body and your mind and your soul. Now, ego is a person's sense of self-esteem or self-importance. Your ego serves a very important spiritual role in your life. It gives us a distinct personal identity. It's very common for a lot of spiritual people to consider having an ego as a negative thing. But the truth is, ego is not negative. Thoughts based in fear are negative. Ego is just ego. Ego is ego. It's not negative and it's not positive. Ego is just ego. We need ego to align and live a balanced life. What you think determines whether you are aligning with negative or positive. It's the structure in your brain that gives a person's identity. Life force. Life force is you. Source energy is creator or God. Intuition. Intuition is the ability to understand something immediately without the need for conscious reasoning. The higher your vibrational frequency is, the more you're able to comprehend because you're allowing a greater form of life force, a greater form of you, life force, you, through your mind and body, holding a high vibration and radiating love, unconditional love, and non-judgmental love raises the consciousness of all those who come into contact with you and your life force, your energy field. Your emotions are a biochemical feedback system. Your emotions are created to reflect to you at all moments throughout the day to keep you updated of what your vibration is, what your current vibration is. You can think of your vibration in terms of negative and positive because there are billions of frequencies in those ranges. But it's important that you are able to distinguish what negative and positive vibrations are. You have to check in with yourself. Be conscious of what you feel throughout the day. It's called self-awareness. You can determine what is a negative or a positive vibration by how you feel. You feel an emotion that does not feel good. That's a low or negative vibration. If you feel an emotion that feels good, that's your biochemical indication that you're in a high vibration or it's a positive vibration. So let me ask you guys, what creates emotion? What makes us feel? What makes us feel? What creates emotions? Thoughts. Thoughts create emotion. Your emotions reflect your thoughts, and thoughts are a vibration. That's why it's so important to watch your thoughts. Be conscious of what you're thinking. Check in. Be self-aware. We want to think about what thoughts we are thinking about that cause us to feel good or bad, negative or positive. If you want to increase your vibration, you have to choose thoughts that make you feel emotionally good. Nothing is more important than the thoughts that you're thinking or paying attention to or focusing on. This is what enables a person to maintain and hold a super high frequency. While interacting with people who hold a super low frequency, you cannot focus on things that cause you to feel bad and hold a high vibration. You must focus on things that cause you to feel good to hold a high vibration. Have you ever heard of the saying, misery loves company? Well, there you go. Your vibe attracts your tribe. We are all magnets. We attract. So attract things that make you feel good. Side note here. This is why learning to ground yourself is so very important. So you can protect your energy from low vibrational energy, from low vibrational life around you and people around you. You cannot allow negative energy to penetrate the rainbow wall that you hold around you, or that you envision around you, or whatever color that you use to ground yourself to protect your, your space and your aura and yourself. I want to share with you guys a really great example that really changed my outlook about energy and ego and balance. Now, this is my perception of an energy exchange that I feel other people can learn from. So let's say that you have a loved one or a friend that's in the hospital who is very sick, or, is going to be passing away soon. Hospitals are normally 95% negative, low vibrational frequency, because people are, they're sick, they're dying, they're getting bad news, going through a lot of stuff, hassling with insurance companies, and they're going through things that cause them pain physically and mentally. There's always insurance bullcrap giving some people a hard time. Rarely is the hospital a happy place to be unless you're granted with good, positive news, or a birth is taking place. Am I correct? So if you have a loved one who is not well, who's in the hospital, just know that you are doing absolutely no good at all if you walk into that room where your loved one is at, focused on the injustice that the insurance companies are doing to them, or you're focused on their poor state of health or illness, or the deep suffering that they're in. When you do this, you are not practicing unconditional love for them. Okay? You're focusing negatively towards them and their situation. You don't think that they know that they're going through something that sucks, or that they're about to die, or, that their leg is broken and it really hurts. You don't think that they know that already? They know that. They don't need you in there going, oh my God, this so sucks. I'm so sad for you, or, whatever the situation may be. When you do this, not only are you not caring to their health, but you're also not able to be present for them, which is what they really, really need from you when they're in this low vibration. They don't need you to be in the low vibration with them. They need you to raise the vibration. They need you to be totally present. They need you to be reflecting what unconditional love and positivity looks like. They need your support. They need love. Raise your vibration. Remember, we are magnets. So if I were to walk into a hospital room where someone is suffering, and I focus on their suffering instead of their wellness, my frequency will immediately decrease. So what I do instead is I walk into the room and I focus all of my vision of them in a perfect state of health. I focus on anything that would bring them more relief. I focus on the truth that they are eternal beings who are powerful creators. And I focus on how good it feels to hold someone's hand as they make their transition into death, while looking into their eyes and telling them without words that there is nothing to be afraid of, and that they are not alone. By doing this, you can be fully present for them. You are offering them unconditional love and energy with a higher vibration that comes with that kind of focus. And their transition will be much, much smoother, and you'll feel that energy exchange. Maybe not, you won't have to say anything with words. You'll feel it. You'll feel an emotion. You'll just know. It's a knowing, because it's an energy exchange. So I feared death for so many, like all my life. Ever since I was a little girl, I've always had this like very horrible fear of dying and death. Sometimes I would wake up in the middle of the night and I would come downstairs and I would cry to my parents and tell them, I'm scared to die. And sometimes I would sit awake in my bed, and I would flick all the lights on in the house and just sit there, and I'd be like hyperventilating because I would think about death, and I would be like so afraid of it. I don't know why. I just was so afraid of it. Sometimes I still get those thoughts of death, and I think to myself, oh my God. And I start to feel that fear come upon me. Like I feel this like tightening in my chest and this anxiety. And, I have to remind myself I'm an eternal being. I just fear the unknown. By living a higher vibrational life, it makes those low vibrational thoughts that create fear kind of just like fade away, because that's what it is. Those thoughts create fear. And that fear brings me to a low vibrational frequency. So if you're currently focused on negative thoughts, the best thing to do is to meditate. Meditate, meditate, meditate. I know that this sounds a bit cliche. I know I have many friends that tell me all the time that they don't know how to meditate. But honestly, you guys, it's not that hard. It's about being in the moment. Close your eyes and think to yourself, what do you hear? Or what do I hear? What do I smell? How does your body feel? Is it hot? Is it cold? Does it feel just right? Take a bunch of deep breaths, 10 to 15 deep breaths. And it doesn't have to be like, like that. Take your time. Take your time as you breathe. Take a deep breath in, hold it for like 3 seconds, and then breathe out. Take your time with yourself. Show yourself some love and just be self-aware. Put your hands over your heart and thank your heart for beating another day. Be grateful. Meditating is not that hard. I mean, you can do anything. It doesn't even have to be you meditating outside under the sun like a monk, or, I think that's where the cliche comes in. It people think you have to be like a monk to be able to meditate, and that's not true. You could do guided meditations on YouTube. You can search in the search engine, guided meditations, and then pick one that resonates with you. That's how I started out. Sometimes I go down to the water and I sit on the docks and I just stare out into, the trees, the water, the sky. And that's a good way to meditate because I'm being in the moment. That's basically all meditating is being in the moment. Yoga is a good way to meditate. Listening to your favorite music and getting into the zone is a good way to meditate. I mean, meditating does not have to be, you crossing your legs and like I said, being like a monk. Because I think that's where they get this image like, I don't know how to meditate. I'm not a monk. And I just think that's not the way it is. You just be in the moment. Basically, just be in the moment. Walk around outside. Go outside barefoot. Acknowledge the trees in your yard or in your neighborhood. Look up in the sky. Look at the sun. Look at the moon. Check out the clouds in the sky. Do anything that puts you in the moment. Just bring yourself to where you are at that moment. When we're meditating, we are stopping thoughts. And it's much easier to go from a negative space to stopping thought to positive than jumping the gap of the Grand Canyon to go from negative focus to a positive focus. So meditation works. It's really, really good for you guys. It's really healthy for you. It's really healthy for your mind, for your body, for your soul. It does so many good things for you. And I guarantee that if you meditate for 1 week, if you take 10 to 15 minutes out of your 1 week every single day for 7 days, you will notice a difference by day 8. Alternatively, we can step into what's called the observing mind. That is without judgment, without criticizing your thoughts. You sit there and you just remove yourself from your thoughts, from everything that's going on in your brain, and you observe them. Now, when you observe something without judgment, what you're doing is you're looking at a thought. You're not really investing too much into it. When we invest in a thought, what we're doing is we're attaching to the idea of it being true or untrue. When you're watching your thoughts, it's not about whether they are true or untrue. They're just thoughts. So you're just watching them go by, kind of like clouds in the sky. So the next time that you get a thought and it's like drifting across and then it stops and then it gets your attention, say no. No, thought, not right now. I'll get back to you later. Swipe. And then just put yourself back into that moment. Because it's going to take some time to learn how to observe your thoughts without judging your thoughts and investing into them. And when you try this method, you'll understand, because it's going to happen. You're going to sit there, you're going to try to do the whole meditating thing, and then a whole bunch of things are going to cross your mind, especially if you're a busy person and you're working. You're like, oh my God, did I get those papers on my desk out to my boss in time? Did my check clear for the power bill? Did I pay the water? I wonder what my kid is doing in school. What should I make for dinner tonight? You know what? Just that thought's coming in. You can see it. It's creeping in, and then it stops because it wants you to invest. And you say to yourself, "No thought, not right now," and just swipe it away. Just swipe it away. Don't invest in it. Just try. Just try it. Don't judge what you observe. Just don't judge it. Don't judge it, okay? This is stepping outside the ego mind, and it's going to take some practice. Allow your ego to express whatever it needs, rather it be rage or grief or self-righteousness, whatever it may be. Just let it go. Don't invest in those either. Writing out your feelings can also be very helpful. Something like journaling is really excellent to do. Just if you're going to do some journaling, just put your journal away in a safe spot, because sometimes people write very private things, and it's not very cool when people read your private stuff, because it would really suck if you could walk around in life and people could read every single thought that you're thinking in your mind. It's like an invasion of privacy. It would really, really suck. So, just put your journal away somewhere safe so that nobody can read it, because I like to journal stuff, and I wouldn't appreciate people reading my private stuff, even though I don't write anything bad. It's just, maybe I don't really want them to read what I feel emotionally or what I'm writing out, what I'm expressing, because we need to express sometimes, and we need to be able to do that in privacy. So if you need to cry or yell or punch a pillow or walk into a closet and scream to the top of your lungs, do whatever you need to do, because what you're doing is discharging energy. You're discharging energy, and that is good, because we build up a whole bunch of this energy, and then if we don't discharge it, what we do is we take it out on other people. So meditate and discharge are two things that you need to work on doing. Meditate and discharge. Because anything, and maybe you should discharge before you meditate, so you can blow up, write it out, scream it out, punch it out, cry it out, so you're able to sit and be in peace for 10 to 15 minutes. So discharge, meditate. Only you know what puts you in a high vibrational energy. In other words, you know best what you enjoy, what causes you to feel positive emotion. So you should just trust yourself above all else. Just trust yourself. Do what makes you feel good. I have a few things that we could do to increase our vibration. And the things that you can do to increase your vibration are literally endless, because only you know what makes you happy. I'm going to give you guys a few suggestions as to how to raise your vibration based on what I am looking at when I'm watching people vibrationally in general. Number 1, make conscious positive changes in your lifestyle. Beliefs and fears and judgments. Use your intuition on this one, because you most likely know what kind of things you potentially have to change in your life in order to live a high frequency or high vibrational life. Number 2, music. Music makes the body move. Music is one of the most amazing vibrational tools that we have, because it crosses all boundaries. It's kind of sidestepping the ego. The ego does not resist high frequency of music. So when you use music, you are causing your own vibration to entrain with the frequency of the music that you're listening to. So then it's all about being really just honest about the music that makes you feel good. So whatever music makes you feel good and raise your vibration, it makes you happy, listen to it. Rather it be country, rock, hardcore rock, rap music, classical music, freestyle music, whatever it is. If it makes you happy, I don't care if it doesn't make your husband happy, your children happy, your parents happy. If it makes you happy vibrationally, then listen to it. Number 3, spend time near people, places, or things which hold a high frequency in and of themselves. It could be spiritual teachers. It could be friends or animals. It could be crystals. I have so many crystals, you guys. Where are my crystals? Anyways, oh, I have my laptop. Look at this. Crystals. I dropped my crystal. Not cool. Not cool at all. I dropped another one. My crystals are not going to be happy with me. So I have some Herkimer. And I just have regular quartz crystal. Herkimer. And I have them all in my window so that they can get some sunshine. But crystals make me happy. I love crystals, you guys. Look at this. I even have earrings made from my friend Heather. And she put crystals in them because she knows I love crystals. All of my jewelry. I have jewelry that I make. I wrap. This is selenite. It's a necklace. I have some more earrings. Quartz crystal. I have my birthstone. I love crystals, you guys. I love nature too. Look at this. I walk around all the time, and things that catch my attention in nature, I bring home, and this is my little room, and this is where I put all my stuff. Makes me happy. It raises my vibration. So, there. Those are all good examples of, things that holds high frequency, because nature itself is in a state of non-resistance. Anytime that you're spending time around something with a higher frequency, you're being caused to entrain with that higher frequency. So I'm being entrained, even though you can also entrain crystals, but things like leaves and sticks and rocks and, oh man, I have an endless supply of just nature stuff in this room, and it's because it makes me happy and it raises my vibration. All I can think about right now is how I just dropped 2 of my crystals behind my laptop, and they're probably on the floor somewhere, like screaming, "Help me, find me." And I feel like it's going to be hard to focus through the rest of this video. All right. I will get you crystals, I promise. Number 4, anything that is inspiring is going to raise your frequency, like reading books. If books inspire you, read books that cause you to feel good about yourself and, the world. Watch movies that make you feel good and inspire you. And listen to spiritual teachers that inspire you and cause you to awaken into your own beautiful, powerful self that you are. Number 5, exercise. Physical movement not only causes the energy to move through and oxygenate your brain, it stimulates the release of endorphins, which are frequency elevating chemicals, as witnessed by the way that they move you and they make you feel good and they bring your body and your mind into joy. But make sure that you do exercises that you like to do, not an exercise that you're focusing on yourself to do because you feel like you have to do it, because that will lower your vibration. So if you enjoy doing yoga, do yoga. It's really good for you. It's really good for everything, mind, body, and soul. If you like to walk on the treadmill, walk on the treadmill. If you like to go running or walking or hiking or swimming or dancing, those are all excellent things to do. But if you don't like to do it, don't force yourself to do it, because if you force yourself to do it, you're going to be like, oh, damn, I gotta go walk on the treadmill because it's what I gotta do to raise my vibration. You're not gonna raise your vibration. You're just gonna lower your vibration, because you're just gonna be like all crappy about having to do it. So if you don't like to be active, then don't exercise. It's that simple. Number 6, aroma or color therapy are just like music that causes you to entrain with the frequency of the music or the aroma or the color therapy. It causes you to entrain with the frequency of whatever ingredients went into the aroma or the frequency of the color that you are wearing. Number 7, write a journal. It could be a positive aspect or a gratitude journal. This does not necessarily have to be a journal if you have a difficult time writing. You could just like jot stuff down every now and then, or keep a little diary, or you don't have to do a writing journal. You can do a talking journal. A lot of people on their cell phones have that option to record and keep recording. So you could buy yourself a little recorder and just record special moments in your life. It's a way to discharge. I just find that the writing process is good at helping you to hold a high frequency, because the effort that it takes to put a pen to paper is strengthening the vibration of whatever you are focusing on. Number 8, spend time in water. I love water. Light is the manifestation which holds the closest of vibration to that of pure source energy. And water is second to that. Its vibration is so close to that of pure source energy that any time that you spend time in water, you're going to be resonating in a very close, or you're going to be resonating very close to source, to frequency itself. This is why it feels so good to take a shower or a bath or to go swimming. And that's why we have the association of water, of it cleansing us, because it vibrationally does cleanse us, because water's healing. Like light is healing, water is healing. And that's why I'm always saying in my videos, take an Epsom salt bath. If you feel that your vibration is low, take an Epsom salt bath. Cleanse your aura, cleanse your body. Water is excellent. And if you can't go swimming, or if you don't have water around you, I mean, you could take a bath or a shower, or you could buy a fish tank, or buy a fish tank, put it in the room that you spend most of your time in, or you can put a bowl of water in your room by your bed at night when you sleep, and that will do the same thing. So water, you guys, and drink lots of water. Drinking a lot of water is crucial, especially as we go through this ascension. Number 9, practice random acts of kindness. Anytime you're projecting and radiating love outwards, you're in a high vibration. It is one of the best things that you can do to increase your vibration. Service to others. Service to others will help you grow spiritually. Number 10, inquiries. Any questioning that you do will bring you to higher and higher levels of awareness, and will set you free from, all these illusions of fears and limits. The more that you know yourself, and the more you get outside the box by being deeply introspective, by looking into oneself, being self-aware, the easier it becomes to permanently hold a high vibration. So learn, ask questions, become educated about what's going on with you spiritually. Number 11. 11 is my favorite number. It actually follows me everywhere I go. I always see 11s. So we're going to end it at number 11. 11, laugh and smile. Anything that you can do or say or think or watch or be around that causes you to smile or laugh is automatically going to increase your vibration. Laughter is what you can think of as the byproduct of increased vibration. It is what happens when the increased vibrations causes you to discharge some of that positive energy. So spend time really, really trying to seek out things that make you smile and laugh. Sometimes I sit outside and I'm not doing anything and it's my form of meditating, and sometimes I'll just sit there and I'll realize that I'm just got a real serious look on my face, like I'm like just looking at the clouds, just like with this face, and then I realize it, so then I'll just smile, and then I feel better. I feel better about the clouds that I'm looking at, or the water, the trees, and and I can feel the vibration in my body rise up. It's like a heat, and it has like a tingly feeling, and it feels really good. So just try it, smile. And you know what else is really awesome? When you're out in public and you're in the grocery store and you're walking by people, instead of just ignoring them, smile at them. They might look at you and be like, what the hell is she smiling at me like that for? Just do it. Just smile and say good morning. That's a form of a random act of kindness. So you're going to have to dedicate yourself to happiness and prioritize your own personal happiness above everything else if you really care to, raise your frequency and live in a higher live a lifestyle in a higher frequency. If you're dedicated to raise your frequency, you can't afford the luxury of a negative thought, okay? Not to say that you're not going to have them, because you're human, you're going to have them, but you can reverse them, and if you have those negative thoughts, you can replace it with a positive one. If you have a negative thought, however, you shouldn't just resist it or ignore it. By getting frustrated that you had it, you are resisting it. You're resisting the resistance. So don't do it. In other words, if you're fighting fire with fire, you're not going to go anywhere. You're not going to put the fire out. So just accept where you are and express it in a healthy way. Then move in the direction of feeling emotionally happy. I'm trying to express this in a way that makes sense. So, it's going to take some time. You're not just going to wake up tomorrow and be in a high vibrational frequency. I'm not always in a high vibrational frequency. I have my bad days, but I'm human and I recognize it and I work on it. If I'm having a bad day, at least I know how to turn it around and raise my vibration. If you see somebody else, excuse me, having a bad day, you can help them by holding a high frequency while interacting with them, because we're magnets. So if you're holding a high frequency, chances are you're going to raise their vibration. Anything that brings you joy will raise your frequency. But I want you to remember something very important. When it comes to raising your frequency, it isn't the other thing that you're spending time around that's causing your frequency to raise. So you don't need trees and rocks and crystals and music and happy people to raise your frequency, because nothing can oppose itself onto your reality. So all that's happening is when you introduce yourself to music or an aroma or a person, is that thing is offering its high vibration, but it's your choice now to consume or adopt that vibration as your own and to entrain with it. Sometimes it doesn't feel conscious that we make that choice, but it's a choice. Just remember that it's always a choice. It's always your choice. You are the one that is ultimately increasing your vibration. Nothing else can cause you to do that. Nothing else can cause you to do that. You are responsible for your own thoughts, for your own feelings, and your own vibration, okay? You are simply using that other thing, which it is, no matter what it is, it could be music, aroma, color, people, animals, nature, as an excuse to raise your own frequency by accepting that offering of that higher frequency and then matching it. So raising your frequency is not as hard as it may sound, because you are the one that knows yourself better than anybody else. So only you know what makes you happy. And you can choose music or reading or people or nature to help you raise your frequency, even though you don't need them, because you can raise your own vibration with just a smile or a positive thought. But you can also use those other tools to help hold your vibration at a higher frequency. It doesn't take occult knowledge to do this. It simply takes the sensitivity to tune into your emotions, continual introspection to become more conscious and aware, and commitment to your own personal happiness. Remember that your emotions are the indicators of what your frequency and your vibration is. So the better you feel, the higher your vibration is. It's really just that simple. It's that simple. I thank you guys for watching my video. I hope I was able to help you understand frequency and vibration a little bit, and I hope I was able to make you smile. I hope I was able to raise your vibration just a little bit. And again, I want to thank you for watching. Please like my video, and if I helped you understand frequency and I made you smile, can you please share my video? Sending you guys lots and lots of love and light.